A very good morning to you and welcome to the news at 7. I'm Iberi Ugonna. The headlines this morning: Governor Obiano comments in the Anambra on peaceful conduct during the 2019 elections. NNEC to issue certificates of return to senators, House of Representative members-elect today. Air Peace says it will not cancel order of Boeing 737 MAX 8. Now, the foreign scene this morning: Iran president arrives Iraq, says he's ready to expand ties with the former enemies. In all details of the news, Governor Willie Obiano has commended the people of Anambra State for their role in the 2019 general elections, describing it as peaceful, forward-looking and inspiring. A statement by the State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adenoba, quoted Chief Obiano as commending the people for not only coming out in their hundreds of thousands in both the national and state elections, but also for being peaceful, orderly and law-abiding throughout the exercise. Governor Obiano also praised the people for voting overwhelmingly for the ruling All Progressives Grand Alliance ABGA in the House of Assembly elections last Saturday, where the party won 24 out of the 30 seats, leaving the People's Democratic Party, PDP, with 6 seats. He stated that with both the executive and legislative arms of government on the same page, the people are guaranteed accelerated development and enhanced living standards. Anambra has in the last few years been recognized as leading the country in various sectors, including education, where its students won the Golden Prize in the 2018 World Technovision Competition in Silicon Valley, United States, beating their counterparts from various countries across the globe. It has also been recognized for excellence in security, immunization campaigns, social harmony, modern rice production and rural development, among others. A former House of Assembly aspirant for Njikoka 1 constituency, Honorable Chidi Okoye, has congratulated the All Progressives Grand Alliance on their victory in last Saturday's State Assembly elections. Honorable Okoye also appreciated the Anambra for supporting ABGA course, as well as Governor Willie Obiano, his wife, Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, the national chairman of ABGA, Chief Victor Oye, all elected House of Assembly members of ABGA extraction for the spectacular outing. He also urged those who left the party to return and join hands to take the state to greater heights. The Independent National Electoral Commission, NNEC, has been commended for conducting a peaceful and transparent state assembly elections in Orumba North, Orumba South, and Agwata. David Okwakwasili has the report.
It is very, very peaceful, credible, and in fact, as a matter of fact, I have to commend the Independent National Electoral Committee for peaceful election. Also, all the security agencies that have done well, I have to commend them.
And people have been voting smoothly since morning. Yeah. Well, remember that that one had how many? About 3 different elective posts involved. This one is just one. This one is just, even the governorship is not happening here. It's just the House of Assembly, and you can imagine some people might just want not want to be interested. So it depends on the level of mobilization. But we've had a reasonable turnout here in this area and in Amawabia in general.
It was peaceful. The only problem we had today is apathy. People couldn't turn out. I don't know what happened. Even at a stage, we hired a boss, tried to sensitize the women, even at the marketplace, to come and cast their vote. But most of them refused. But we thank God that so
far, so good. The confidence we have on NNEC people for now, we hope they don't throw it away. We are just optimistic that the things will continue to go smoothly as it is. The few people that wanted to disrupt the process, the police responded promptly and took them away. So every area is calm in police language.
So far, so good. NNEC is improving. Everywhere is moving accordingly. Only the reports of packets of violence, thuggery in some areas, some wards and some polling units. We have some talks. We go about shooting guns and beating up people. I've received some phone calls where when they notice that Africa is, having an edge, they will send talks to go and cause disruption. So apart from that, the exercise is moving smoothly, and I'm highly confident that at the end of this exercise, victory will be us.
More reactions trail in the just concluded election. Some stakeholders share the views on the elections, though they insisted there must be a level of improvement on the path of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, going forward. Our correspondent, Daniel Ezigwe, spoke to a range of stakeholders who also aired their views.
The process is almost 100%. Wow. Yes, problem of card readers, but they have been repairing it, so not lost, it's working now. Improve on the card reader because it has been disrupting, but there's a technician that has been working on it. It's just working on the card reader.
It was very smooth. They came in here on time and it was very peaceful. A lot of people turned out. Well, not as much as that of the presidential and National Assembly election, but we still had a very good turnout. And our people came out and exercised their civic responsibility. Free, very fair, very credible.
So far, so good. We started this exercise on time, 8 a.m. People are coming out, voters are coming out. So far, so good. Moving on. Leaders, they are working. People are voting. Have voted. There's an improvement, especially on the carry because we came and the time of starting, we started exactly 8 a.m. and we are moving on well.
What about it? So far so good, even though early in the morning we had a challenge of the card reader, but it has been rectified. And voting has started, and if you look back, you can see the crowd. A lot of people came out today. I mean, it's quite an improvement, especially in the voter turnout. Like the previous one, there was a lot of voter apathy. We didn't know, but this is a great improvement. Like I said, the early challenge we had has been overcome, and voting is going on peacefully. If you look around, you see everywhere is quiet. Those that have not voted are sitting down waiting for their turn, so it's going well. It's calm. The community are not violent. Once they are sensitized very well, they come out in their numbers to vote. So you can see around us, the policeman that is sitting down here is almost like a holiday, and so that is the way we are.
If you check well, the recent data that was released by NNEC, youth have 51.8% of the voters, and that means we can decide who rules us. So the youth are ready to vote and also protect their vote, and that is what is actually happening here. That is why you see these young men around here to make sure they vote and their vote is counted.
Still on the just concluded elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it will issue certificates of return to all successful candidates in the 2019 National Assembly elections held on February 23, 2019 and Thursday, March 14, 2019. According to a statement released in Abuja by the Secretary of the Commission, Mrs. Rose Orianra, Anthony, venue for the presentation is the Main Hall International Conference Center, Abuja, at 10 a.m. for senators-elect and 2 p.m. for House of Representatives members-elect. All the winning candidates and their guests are expected to be seated at 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. respectively and must come along with photo identification. And moving on to the foreign scene right now, the Nigerian domestic carrier Air Peace says it has no plan to cancel its order for 10 Boeing 737 MAX 8 airplanes following worldwide concerns about the aircraft safety. The airline spokesman said any decision about canceling the order was premature. Corporate Communications Manager Air Peace, Mr. Chris Iwara, spoke with the news agency of Nigeria yesterday in Lagos. He said the airline will continue to act in the interest of the safety of the flying public. Ethiopian Airlines had grounded all B737 MAX aircraft in its fleet till further notice following Sunday's crash of its flight AT302, which killed all 157 persons on board. The aircraft en route Nairobi from Addis Ababa crashed 6 minutes after takeoff around Bishop 2, 40 miles southeast of the Ethiopian capital. The crash was the second involving the B737 MAX 8 aircraft in the past 4 months, following October 2018 crash involving a Lion airplane, which crashed into the Sea of Jakarta in Indonesia, killing all 189 people on board. Other carriers in China and elsewhere have grounded the B737 MAX 8 aircraft in their fleets due to safety concerns. Pope Francis has appointed Archbishop Ignatius Ayon Kaigama as the Catholic Bishop of Abuja. Pope Francis, represented by Apostolic Nuncio to Nigeria, Archbishop Antonio Guido Filipazzi, made the announcement yesterday in Abuja during the opening ceremony of the first plenary meeting of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria. Kaigama will take over from John Cardinal Onayeka, who reached the retirement age of 75 years on January 29. Until his appointment, Kaigama was the apostolic administrator of the Archdiocese of Jos and immediate past president of the CBCN. The new Catholic Bishop of Abuja is a priest of Jukun origin from Taraba. Born July 31, 1958, Kaigama studied for the priesthood at St. Augustine's Major Seminary in Jos and Rome, respectively. Kaigama was ordained priest on June 6, 1981, and was appointed Bishop of Jalingo by Pope John Paul II, now Saint Pope John Paul, and later consecrated as bishop on April 23, 1995. In 2000, Kaigama was again appointed by Pope John Paul II to succeed the late Archbishop Gabriel Ganaka as Archbishop of Jos. On entertainment scene, after a seeming lull in the buoyant cinema scene in Nigeria, the jig is about to return with a much-anticipated film, Zero Hour, a thriller from Robert Peters, the director of the celebrated 36 Days in Atlanta and a trip to Jamaica. Coming to cinemas across the country soon, Zero Hour is a star-studded movie starring the ageless Richard Mofe-Damijo and returning old Nollywood face Eucharia Anunobi in a story of love, business, and crime. With other screen delights such as Alex Ekubo, Ali Nuhu, Rahama Sadao, Ayola Ayolola, Halima Yusuf, and notable co-crew, a Dawn actress, and Ne Oloja, who is making a debut in a feature film. Supporting the award-winning Robert Peters in the production of the movie, where Rogers Ofime, Samuel Jonathan, Moitaru Jimo, Mayowa Labiran, Runke Oshijobi, Uzi Usman, Bamidele Akimbulu, and a host of others. Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has arrived in Baghdad on his first official visit to the nation that Tehran once fought a bloody war against and later backed in the battle with the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant Group. Rouhani was welcomed by Iraqi Foreign Minister Mohammed Ali Hakim yesterday. He will visit a Shia shrine in the Iraqi capital and then meet President Baham Salih and Prime Minister Abdel Mehdi, as well as visit other politicians and Shia leaders. Since Rouhani's election in 2013, Iraq has relied on Iranian paramilitary support to fight ISIL following the group's capture of the Iraqi city of Mosul and other territories in both Iraq and Syria. Now, with the armed fighters facing a final territorial defeat in the Syrian village of Baghdad, Iran is looking for Iraq's continued support as it faces a maximalist pressure campaign by President Donald Trump after his decision to withdraw the United States from Tehran's nuclear war with world powers. Rouhani's visit is a strong mercy to the U.S. and its regional allies that Iran still dominates Baghdad, a key arena for rising tension between Washington and Tehran. Sports news: Arsenal goalkeeper Bernard Leno has revealed Jesse Lingard's extravagant goal celebrations of the Gunners' expense inspired a revenge victory over Manchester United. Lingard infuriated Arsenal players when he launched into a moonwalk in front of the home supporters to mark his goal in United's 3-1 FA Cup fourth-round win at the Emirates Stadium in January. The United wingers' flamboyant celebration was perceived as taunting, and Arsenal were determined to get their own back when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side returned to North London on Sunday. Lingard, who also scored twice in the league clash at Arsenal last season, hyped fans by posting his recent celebration on Instagram with the location set as dance floor. But Granit Xhaka, openers, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's penalty gave Arsenal the 2-0 win they craved at the weekend, ending Soldiers' unbeaten domestic streak since taking charge at Old Trafford in December. Making it even sweeter, Arsenal climbed above United into 4th place in the race to qualify for next season's Champions League. Arsenal's Mesut Ozil referenced Lingard in a post-match tweet on Sunday, which read, "Dance floor horror, superb performance, brilliant result. Thank you, Emirates Stadium. Proud to be a Ghana." And that's it in the news this morning. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging onto our website, www.absradiotv.com. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. And you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. The main points before we go: Governor Obiano has commended the Anambra on peaceful conduct during the 2019 elections. NNEC will issue certificates of returns to senators, House of Representative members-elect today. Air Peace has said it will not cancel order of Boeing 737 MAX 8. And the foreign saying Iran president has arrived in Iraq says he's ready to expand ties with the former enemies. And that's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I'm Iberi Ugunna. Good morning. Anambra continue shortly. Please stay with us.